it really felt like a warning. He kind of said, it's time to like move past this with your mom. It's probably a 50-50 guess. It really bummed me out. I'm trying to tell you something. I really enjoyed. I'm sitting here like I'm gonna get upset. I'm sitting here trying to have ice cream with you. I'm trying to tell you something that was funny. You know how I feel about when people misunderstand me. I shouldn't have to feel misunderstood with you too. Like you don't have to thank you to think this is interesting. I'm very accepting that Todd is less emotional than I am, and I would love to feel the acceptance when I'm more emotional than he is. I'd love to get to a point where like I don't have to get this upset for him to notice it. But it's a process. I'm not telling you he gave me numbers and I converted our life savings into a lottery ticket. I'm telling you, if it touched something in me, then it's worth it. Also, I'm sorry. Coming up, get so caught up. You knocked down an E. I'm trying to with the whole table. Just supposed to be my sister. Okay, but you're not. I am. No, you're not. Find another one. Okay. We're here for those who build America. Oh, I should put up a question. Okay. Let's see. If that's who you are, you should pay what we pay. Get employee pricing plus $1,500 cash on F-150 plus active military veterans and first responders get an additional $1,000 at the best in Texas Ford dealer. One of the mayor's surprised by rising prices, but AT&T just raised your rates. You have rights. I'm not entirely sure they are because I'm a lawyer. I'm just trying to make a chapter. But I do know this. Right now, bring your phone to T-Mobile. They'll give you $400 plus pay off your phone up to $800 when you switch. And T-Mobile's price guarantee on their experience plans. They both rate the price of your rate plans for 5 years. Join T-Mobile and I guarantee you won't look back. That's a guarantee. Am I saying guarantee too much? You feel like an actual lawyer. Hi, Irm. Hi, how's it going? How am I? I am good. I'm editing a podcast. I've got Real Housewives of Salt Lake City rerunning in the background, and I've got a question up about whether you're mad at Nate Bargatze, the comedian. But I'm mostly editing the podcast and just hanging out. So please feel free to join. I'll try to be interesting. I'm trying to. What's up, Grant? Thanks. That's so nice. I hope you're also always well. Let me try to do the Gen Z heart. It's this thing. Is it these fingers? I'm a millennial. We do it like this. Thanks. What's up? What's up? Okay, I'm writing a description. Hi, Michael in Chicago. What's up? Okay, I'm writing a description for this podcast episode that I'm publishing. Right now, I'm working on publishing it. Let's see. Like you're having communication problems right now. You know. Maybe what he was picking up on. I mean, it, like you really resonated when he said, you guys are having communication problems, like you're not on the same page. I'm writing about why Gen Z fashion is so weird. Do we agree? You know, there's a part of me that's like, yeah, it's true. Okay. We have this theory, me and the comedian I talked to, that Gen Z dresses all the same. Do you guys agree? Business, family, and marriage. Like Grant, I appreciate that. I feel like hi Joel. Hi, welcome. I'm just writing this YouTube description and we'll see. Feel free to answer the question if you know. Yeah, you're so welcome. That was a nice comment. I just figured I'll hang out in here for like a teeny tiny bit. AJ, stop. I'm like, I'll hang out in here for a little bit. I do got to get this work done. But I'll do my best to be attentive. Yes, for going to UFC. Because I was on Threads, and maybe it's just like a Threads thing, because that's like the most sensitive and most like mob, kind of lynch mob of the internet place, at least of all the apps that like I spend time on. Um, and so I just want to see if that's like a consensus everywhere, if people are mad at him, or if it's just like the really extreme people on threads. Hi, Chanley. Did I sign up for Streamer University? No. I don't know what that is. MIJE, what does that mean? Log dog. I don't know what that acronym stands for. Let's see, in this episode, I'm joined by Carly Anderson. If anyone knows her, funny comedian out here in Austin. She shares what made her a longevity girly because she talked about her whole supplement stack on this episode. Am I Jeffrey Epstein? Wrong spelling. And yes, yeah, I'm him reincarnate. Always with the weird questions. Okay. We talk about let's see why therapy language has been hijacked. That's true. I agree. Therapy language has been hijacked. We'll try to get these um try to get this description succinct because I have AI give me a description for these YouTube episodes. Um but I don't really like I'll like throw the transcript in there, but I don't always like its recommendations. I always just go with my like old school hand notes. Yo, 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 yo. What do you think about Elon Musk becoming the world's first trillionaire? I think it's insane. It's not a good thing. Nobody should be able to get to that point. From my understanding, it's like a billion equity. It's not like spendable dollars, but it's still a net worth figure. Yeah, it's wrong. It's giving feudalism, as the kids say. Yeah. All right. What's my channel about? Yeah, chill the fuck out, log dog. I'm gonna put you in timeout if you don't chill. My channel is a comedy and podcast channel. I'm a comedian and my podcast is the number one thing on this channel. New episodes every Monday and every other Thursday. Tomorrow is the every other Thursday. So 6 episodes a month, lots of comedians, lots of therapists, relationship coaches. I've had lawyers, I've had an immigration lawyer, I've had a divorce lawyer, I've had a neuroscientist. I mean, I'm publishing episode 169, so I've had a lot of guests, a lot of variety. I don't listen to K-pop. Sorry, not my thing. Nothing against it, just totally not my thing. Let's see. We talk about what made her longevity girly, why Gen Z fashion is so uniform. My therapy language like boundaries have been hijacked. All right, try to keep this succinct. No, I've never met Mel Robbins or Jay Shetty. Hi, Bella. Hi again. Welcome back. Chad has not been back, but I only got in here 9 minutes ago. What's up, Joanna? Okay, I'm still writing this description. Let's see. Let's see. Writing about why dating as a female comedian is so unnecessarily difficult. So many challenges. So many challenges. I can be productive and talk to you guys all at the same time. I will not tell you a joke because if you're going to make requests, pay up. I'm not a dancing monkey. Blake, I agree with you. I think it's insane that they're just trying to cancel him. But I don't know if that's, I like hate to have that take, but I think it's just so stupid and they're getting, um, they're just out of control with the freaking mob, like the woke mob. And I say that as like a person who's pretty on the left, but also moderate. Thanks. Same nails I had yesterday. Yeah, Blake, I post a lot of content over on Instagram that's like anti-communist and people get so fucking mad at me. But my family's from Ukraine and we lived through communism, so I stand from the point of view that it's horrible. All right. Who else? What's going on here? Oh, that's okay that you forgot to say it yesterday. Not a problem. I appreciate it. Hi, Jonathan. Log dog, if you don't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna mute you. Don't be annoying in here. This is a cool, fun, chill little space. Don't be weird. Mora, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I am 37. I know it is. They're so communist, but like they first of all they confuse communism with socialism, and then they also uh it's a lot of like external locus of control things where it's like they want everybody else to take care of things for them, but who's supposed to be paying for all this? You know what I mean? And I don't mean that from like, oh, capitalism's so great. Like, of course, it inherently has its problems, but you have choices, and having choices is like the most important thing. Okay, you are getting muted. I am real tired of you, bro. Get out of here. Okay. Thank you for saying I look 23. I appreciate I took Log Dog out of this, guys. I just can't with the nonsense. For the most part, when I do these lives, I end up with like cool people. I can't really tolerate like the nonsense. A pretty low bar for it. Oi. I got my Spindrift, raspberry, lime, my favorite. Alrighty. Big task. What's this channel about? I am a comedian podcaster, so I post from my live sets from comedy shows. And I'm trying to get more eyes on the podcast because that's my baby. I work hard on it. I'm actually editing a new episode right now. So I figured I'd hop on here and do that. And yeah, we're just working on the new episode. It's with a comedian. So that's kind of my bread and butter is in-person episodes with comedians. They're my favorite to do. Congrats on your cousin's baby. I look like I'm from Canada. What do people from Canada look like? Goofy, my day was good. How was your day? Okay, let's see. Why therapy? Why dating as a female comedian comes with so many challenges. How female intuition. What makes female intuition unmatched? Carly, who I had on the podcast, whose episode I'm editing, told a really crazy story about how she, like, the second that one of her ex-boyfriends started cheating on her. Thanks. There's a really good salon here in Austin that I go to. I don't listen to Elvis Presley, sorry. Um, yeah, she was like having dreams this guy was cheating on her, and he was. I know that was Log Dog was annoying. I think they're out of here. Have I interviewed Bill Burr? I'm not I'm not at that level, man. I hope to get there, but I am not at that level. I've been doing stand up probably 20 years less than him, and he is close to impossible to nail down for stuff like that. My show would have to be so high status for it to be worth his time, and we're not there, but every every subscriber helps. Okay. I got to keep writing this description. Let's see. I can't even read my own handwriting. Oh, dreaming that someone is cheating on you. Why women are the absolute coolest. We do talk a lot about just how cool it is to be ladies on here. Scotland, what? I don't understand. What about the World Cup? I'm not watching the World Cup. Sorry. Let's see. Talks about what she learned working at a strip club and the unexpected lessons from working at a strip club. Oh, congrats on your first period. Pickle juice, if you like it. The sodium content helps with period cramps. You're welcome. The unexpected lessons from working at a strip club. Us. Comedy. What it's like trying to get on. Privileges come. I have trouble spelling that word sometimes. Privileged. Does anybody else have a hard time spelling that? What did I miss? What did I miss? Girl power. What is happening? I am trying to edit this podcast and hang out at the same time. We'll see how it goes. I'll try to make it a few more. What did Nate Bargatze do? He attended the UFC 250 fight at the White House. So Threads has lost their ever loving minds and are like canceling him and dragging him. And it's just like the freaking mob, the woke mob. I hate to use those terms. I am not on the right at all, but I think it's so stupid that anyone's surprised that he would like consider going to something like that. First of all, as someone who votes blue, I would fucking go to that if I had had an invite because it's crazy. It's a crazy, weird thing. Like, I'm not from Canada. Okay. Got to figure out how to spell this. What privileges come? Scary boyfriend. I don't know who Ren Whitney is. Sorry. Favorite Prince song? I don't listen to Prince. Sorry. I listen to like metal. Yes, my podcast is on YouTube. It's on my channel. It's got its own little like page. It's Galina Rivina Podcastina. You think Nate Bargatze's not funny enough to cancel? Interesting. I don't support Trump, but I do support people having different opinions and not taking away their ability to talk about like different things. It's so stupid. Like we're never gonna get through to each other if you just go, oh, I think this person supports Trump. Let's silence them. That's crazy. Like that's Nate. All Nate did was go to a UFC fight. He went to the UFC fight at the White House. So I was on Threads the last couple days, and they're lynch mobbing him. I never said my favorite artist was Taylor Swift. I mean, nothing against her, but just not my jam. I've listened to her albums a little bit here and there, but I'm not a Swiftie. Sorry. Let's see. Um, I don't really care about UFC. Sorry, but I don't think it's like worth canceling Nate because he went. That's such an overreaction. Okay. System of a Down. System of a Down. Yeah, they rule. That's I listen to like more niche stuff than that, but I do like System of a Down. I'm just looking over my podcast notes to see if there's anything that I'm leaving out of this description before I wrap it up. Da, 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 da. And much more. I can just wrap up the description by going, and much more. Do I condemn what Josh Hockett said? I didn't see what he said. But it's not my job to condemn like I don't expect anyone to look up to me for a political opinion. You should not be basing your political opinion on what I think or how I feel. Like I think it's dumb from what I saw, but I only saw like the internet's reaction to it. I don't watch UFC, so I didn't watch. I know, I wish Chad will be back some other time. I know, I just thought it was like a weird Scotty, I thought it was like an odd thing. It just seemed like a comically ridiculous pylon for a pretty mild like I'm just saying I would have gone I tried to make a video about it today where I was like, who wouldn't want to see a fucking professional staged brawl at the White House? Like that's so ridiculous. And then I was in the video I was making, I was like, I've watched a bum fight on Rodeo Drive. Like it's the same thing as driving by a car accident and looking. Your brain just gets curious. Um, and so I think it's so insane the fucking pylon where and then the hypocrisy in watching people do the mental gymnastics of like Mark Zuckerberg was always also at this fight and then they're saying all this on threads and they're going just because I'm participating in threads like I need the communication tools so we're not canceling Mark Zuckerberg and it's like oh cuz you only protest when it doesn't inconvenience you. If you really wanted to protest Nate for going to that, you would also protest Mark Zuckerberg by not using his apps, but that's not happening, is it? Don't watch the World Cup. I'm sorry. I apologize. I bet if I was somewhere where it was playing, if I was at like a bar and it was on, I would watch. But I have not gone out of my way to watch it. I'm just not like a big sports girly. I have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City on in the background right now. So if that tells you my taste in television, you know. Okay. There's a story we're going to find out later. It's going blah blah blah. Let's see. I'm going to use this line. Okay. The Peter Pan syndrome epidemic. I'm just beefing up this episode description for this episode that's dropping very, very soon. Sammy, this is literally about nothing. This is like full bullshit. I'm a comedian podcaster just trying to get the word out about the podcast. I mostly interview comedians. And so I don't know. I just asked that question about Nate Bargatze because I've been seeing it online all day and I wanted to see if the response and or feedback on YouTube would be different than what I saw on Threads because I like to see what the different POVs are. Um yeah, it's not about the channel is not about politics by any means. Hello, hello, hello. Listen, African banana, don't come in here with that nonsense. Don't come in here with that. Okay. We're getting this. Am I a podcaster? I am. No, I would never say that backwards. I'm not a fucking moron. Know why people come in here with that stuff like I can't read. Am I from America? I mean, I'm currently in America. You're a moron. Well, listen, it's not nice to say that about yourself. Thanks, Luca. I don't know what it means when people send that. Um, I don't really know what the little gems mean. What's my motherland? Ukraine. Ukraine is my motherland. That's where I was born, but I don't intend on going back there to live, but I would like to go visit if I can someday. That would be pretty cool. Okay. Working on this YouTube description, copy, paste. Is anyone on here like a podcast fan? Do you guys listen to podcasts? What podcasts do you listen to? What resonates with you? What guests do you like? I don't speak Ukrainian, I speak Russian because I'm old and everybody was being taught Russia back then, especially in the bigger cities where I'm from. So my whole family speaks Russian. I speak Russian. That's what we grew up speaking. Hi, Timothy. Hi, Marvin. What's up? What's up? You're from Bosnia. Cool. Oh, Tanju, that's cool. What podcasts? I would love to know more. Thank you, Vent. Hey, babe. Daily Amon, what's up? I don't like K-pop. Sorry. Nothing against it. I just really don't listen to it. What kind of podcast niche? I mostly have comedians on, but I don't have a niche. I kind of go the route of what a lot of comedians do. Well, maybe not a lot, but at least like it's been done. I just like to have anyone interesting on. So if I'm not having a comedian on, which is like half the episodes, then I'm having some kind of expert or author or someone who's accomplished something cool or that you can learn from that I can learn from hopefully. Okay, cool. I will say Steven that my format I suppose is derivative of Rogan just because he's like the biggest one that does like the whole talk to anyone thing. I've had a lot of guests on my show that he's had on his show. If that is enticing to you, if you're like a comedy fan, Steven, you'll know people like Theo just had Fahim on. Rogan's had Fahim on a bunch. I've had Fahim on. There's like a lot of comedians. Um, Ian Edwards, I've had on a couple times. I don't know how like niche into comedy you are, but my podcasts are an hour. And my flower material, what does that mean? Am I related to Nate? No. I'm 37, folks. 37 years old. Yikes. I just turned 37, which is probably too old to be YouTube live streaming. But I find that this is like the best way to get new eyes on the podcast because I just want to grow the thing. It's my freaking baby. And the more I grow it, the more like the better guests I can get and the better conversations I'll get to have. Norm MacDonald is dead, RIP. Hi, Joe. My content is stand up and podcasts. Thanks, Ankin. I appreciate that. I do have the beauty filter on, but I guess it only does so much. Hi in China. What's up? Okay. I need to make thumbnails for this episode. This is my least favorite part. Oh, thanks, John. I appreciate that. Yeah, please sub. I hope that there's something of value on here for you. I'm about to publish episode 169. So surely there must be a podcast episode, even if it's not a recent one, but hopefully a recent one that resonates with you, that it's a guest that you like or can learn something from or can feel genuinely entertained. I live to entertain. I really work hard on the podcast and would love for it to become my main source of income. I would love for it to be more of a job and to give more of it and just do an additional episode. Right now, I have 6 episodes a month. I would like to go to 8, 2 more. And so if it gets to a point where I can get like some sponsorships and stuff, if I can get to those numbers, then I can actually invest more into it, which I would love to do. So thank you for subscribing. That really helps. Like every single sub gets me closer and closer. Thanks, Haven. I appreciate that. Cameron, what's up, Cameron? First of all, I love metal, cool name, and shout out to you in Ohio. I grew up in Cleveland, so fellow Ohio girly, I still go back several times a year to visit. You tried making editing out of context videos. Interesting. Editing is hard. Do they charge money to attend your podcast? No, my podcast is free. There is a paid version on Patreon where I have extra bonus episodes. It's not an expensive membership. I have it linked on all of my every single episode in the description in YouTube has the Patreon linked. And so those are the exclusive hidden extra podcast episodes, but that's the only thing that's paid and it's not very expensive at all. I think for like $5 a month, you get extra episodes. And I'm doing my best to keep putting more and more content on there so that it's actually like worth the membership to people because I know that it's hard to like part ways with any money in this economy. So I want to make sure I bring value to people. The guests in my podcast, do they do that for free? Yeah, they come onto the pod for free. I'm not paying them to come onto the pod. Yep. I am not paying people to come onto the pod. It that's kind of not normal as far as I understand. Who? Okay, we're editing the sound here. Whatever I can do. Oh my gosh, it's been half an hour already. Never saw Indian podcasts. No, sorry. Can't say I have. Okay. I'll let you guys I love when you guys talk to each other in here. It's so cute. Okay. I'm gonna probably have to get pretty serious about this editing in a minute. Wildest guest on my pod, Morgan J. Because I think Morgan J is probably the most famous person I've had on the podcast. And the episode was wild. And he warned me when he came over. He said, I'm bad at podcasting. And then he was all over the fucking place. He was like bouncing off the walls. So I would say the Morgan J episode was my wildest. Hi, Samuel. I don't have a big mouth, weirdo. Hi, Bryson. Oh my gosh, what's up? What's up, everybody? I am sure Indian podcasting is great. I don't watch a lot of podcasts because I'm busy with mine. I'm sorry. Hey, hi, hello. Okay. What's going on with her hair pulling after hours? No, what do you mean? I pulled it like once. Okay, freaking loser. Get out of here. Oh, not you. Whoops. All right. Is it Bryson? Am I am I fucking that up? I don't mean to. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's been going for 33 minutes. Hey, Seth. Sammy Ray, what's up? What's up? Nate Bargatze is a comedian who's been getting like canceled the last couple days for going to the UFC fight. I think it's overblown, but people get mad when you're moderate and you have opinions about things. So, anyways, I do think that it's very late here. And I do have to go to bed and finish this podcast episode. It will be out so soon. I am working to release it right now. This is delaying me, I think, from focusing on it because I'm trying to tune into the chat at the same time. Um, but thank you all for tuning in here. I hope you find something on the channel that appeals to you. Absolutely no pressure. Do not subscribe if you don't want to, but if you do want to, I constantly have new stand up clips and new podcast episodes. So thank you so much for joining me tonight and have a good rest of your night. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.